One is, are ZEC's numbers correct? We've seen an electoral commission admitting in the Constitutional Court that their addition was somewhat suspect. And they themselves have corrected their numbers on several occasions. The most significant of those numbers is probably the alteration to the results in Mutare North, where they got the National Assembly results wrong by 19,000 votes. Now bear in mind that this 0.65% that Mnangagwa got to avoid the runoff represents about 31,000 votes. We've seen one error in one constituency amounting to 19,000 votes. Can ZEC honestly say that there are no other errors in that spreadsheet of 4.7 million votes, and they are 100% certain, without an audit by professional accountants, that their result is accurate to 31,000 votes? I don't think ZEC has the confidence to do that. The petition that was brought to the Constitutional Court exposed numerous errors in ZEC's spreadsheet. Those errors were exposed by lawyers in the space of 7 days. What kind of errors would be exposed by accountants and people who are trained to look for these kind of things given adequate time? I have no confidence that the results announced by ZEC are correct, and I think ZEC has no confidence that the results announced by themselves are correct, given the fact that they themselves had to chop and change their numbers. So rather than ZEC announcing, yes, Mnangagwa won these elections with 50% plus 1 vote, they've basically said, we think it's quite likely that Mnangagwa won the elections, but we're not absolutely sure. I think the country deserves a president with greater legitimacy than that. And I think that's where the problem lies.
So what do you make of the statement that Douglas Munzura made just now, where he says that his party still believes that Nelson Chamisa won, even though you're saying ZEC made some mistakes with the results? Do you believe that Nelson Chamisa is the rightful winner of these elections, especially since you have over the years been examining the work of ZEC and also the issues to do with voters' roll and all these other electoral processes?
The problem that I'm trying to say is that we don't know. We cannot say that conclusively Nelson Chamisa won, and certainly the MDC Alliance can't say that. But similarly, we have a crisis of confidence in the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission has a track record of displaying extremely partisan behavior, and they continue to do so for these particular elections. So when we have a problem with the tabulation of numbers for this election, because of ZEC's track record, we can have no confidence that they accurately tabulated the numbers for this particular election. And if they are aware of a mistake, because of their track record, we have no confidence that they would admit to that mistake and reverse their result to bring Mnangagwa below that 50% plus 1. I would say that it's probable that Mnangagwa got the 50% plus 1, but I certainly wouldn't put my life on it.